hella people, um, not one, um, not two, hella. Um, and when I sat with your energy today, uh, I understood why. Because what's coming through in the field around you right now has a very specific quality. The quality of someone whose energy um, is pulling, um, not pushing, not performing, um, pulling. Um, the specific gravitational, this person has something I want to be near quality that doesn't require effort to produce because it's not manufactured. It's just who you are. Um, and people, um, hella people are feeling it. Um, um, let's start with the younger one um, because their energy came through first and loudest. Um, someone younger than you um, is so into you that the Soooo in this title is barely containing it. Um, and what I'm sensing about why is worth understanding. Um, because attraction across an age gap, when it's real, um, tends to be about something specific, um, not the surface, not just the physical. Um, something they see in you that they haven't encountered um, in people their own age. Um, the groundedness, um, the way you carry yourself without needing external validation um, to feel solid. Um, the specific earned quality of someone who has been through enough to know who they are. Um, and to a younger person, still figuring that out, um, still in the process of becoming, that groundedness is magnetic, um, almost irresistibly so. They don't just find you attractive, they find you compelling in the specific, I want to understand how you got there kind of way. This reflection invites you to consider, how do you feel about this younger person's interest? Not what you think you should feel, what actually comes up um, when you allow yourself to sit with it. Because younger doesn't automatically mean wrong. Um, and the instinct to dismiss it um, based on the number alone without assessing what's actually there um, might be the very thing that causes you to overlook something genuinely significant. Um, because the question is never the number. The question is always what is actually here um, between these two people. When you strip away the assumptions, answer that honestly. Um, before you file it away. Um, now, uh, the hella people. Um, um, because this is actually the more significant energy in this reading. Multiple people um, in your field right now, all carrying something in your direction. Um, and the reason multiple people are showing up simultaneously is not coincidence. It's a season. Um, you are in a specific season um, of your energy where something about you has become more visible, um, more available, more. I can sense something real here, um, and I want to be near it. And seasons like this tend to arrive um, when someone has done internal work, um, when they've released something that was keeping their energy contracted, is less than #0, 5#. When they've become more fully themselves um, in a way that is now radiating outward, something shifted in you recently. And the hella people are the external evidence of that internal shift. Let me tell you about the different energies making an appearance, because they're not all carrying the same thing. The first energy, the younger one we already talked about, carries intensity. The specific, all in, hasn't yet learned to hold back intensity of someone who feels things without the filter that experience eventually installs. And there's something genuinely beautiful about that. The second energy coming through feels more seasoned. Someone who has been watching, observing, taking their time before making a move, because they've learned that the things worth having are worth the patience of doing correctly. This one hasn't announced themselves yet, but they're there, in the peripheral, building towards something. And the third energy, and this one surprised me, is someone from your past. Someone who has been reassessing quietly, going back over what existed between you and arriving at a different conclusion than the one they left with. The I didn't fully understand what I had energy. We've talked about that energy before, and it's present here in this reading, in this field. Hella people, all arriving in the same season, because the season is undeniably yours. This reflection invites you to consider, what does it feel like to be wanted by multiple people simultaneously? Not what it should feel like what it actually produces in you. Um, because some people in this situation feel powerful. And some people feel overwhelmed. Um, and some people feel a specific pressure um, to choose correctly before they fully understand what each option actually is. Um, and some people feel none of the above because they're focused on someone specific who isn't in this list. Um, and the hella people, however many, um, don't quite register. Which of those is closest to what's actually happening um, in you? Um, because that answer tells you everything about where your energy actually is. Um, now, um, the thing I need to say about hella people being interested, it's a gift. Um, and gifts like this, in seasons like this, um, come with a specific responsibility, the responsibility of honesty, not to all of them simultaneously. Not a speech or a declaration, honesty with yourself about what you actually want, um, about who actually matters. When you strip away the flattery of being wanted by many and sit with the question of who you want, because multiple people interested can produce a very specific fog. The fog of, I have options. Um, so I don't need to choose, which is actually a way of not choosing, which is ultimately a choice by default, and default choices in matters of the heart tend to produce the outcomes nobody fully chose. Choose deliberately from your actual truth about what you want, not from the flattery of the season, from the truth underneath it. And one more thing before we close, the younger person, specifically, what they're bringing in the energy is not just attraction, it's admiration. The specific, I want to understand how you became who you are, admiration, and admiration. The genuine kind is one of the most underrated foundations for connection available because attraction fades. Admiration, when it's real, deepens. And what this younger person admires in you is not going anywhere. And because it's built into who you actually are rather than into a moment or a mood. Um, um, that's worth something. more than the age gap um, might suggest at first glance. Look again with fresh eyes um, at all of them. And then choose from the truth of what you actually want. The power is yours. Um, it always has been. Hella people in your field right now, all carrying something real in your direction. A younger one, intense and all in. A seasoned one, patient and building. A familiar one, reassessing and returning. All of them. Evidence of a season that belongs to you. You shifted something internally, and the external responded as it always does. Enjoy the season. Receive what's being offered with clear eyes, and choose, when you're ready, from the most honest, most grounded, most actually you place available. That's always the right choice. Take what resonates, softly release the rest, trust yourself. Tell me in the comments, when multiple people are interested at once, what's your instinct? Enjoy it or feel the pressure? Drop it below. And is there a younger person in your life right now whose interest you've been dismissing? Look again. Tell me what you see. That's everything today. Hella people, hella options, one truth. Yours. Choose from there. See you soon.